The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Jim Neesmith, you remember the legal ID? You got to say WIFO FM Jesup.
Yes, at the top and the bottom. Well, actually at the top of every hour, yes. You got to get it in between 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after.
See,
you just made it.
Just made it. All right, listen to WIFO FM in Jesup. Butch over here. We're with you along with Bob Morgan, world famous Butch and Bob Show. Brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, by the Women's Health Center, by, let's see here, Wolf Animal Hospital, and by Mike Birch Ford. Of course, I got person I was talking to, former voice here at Jesup Broadcasting, way back in the late 80s and mid 90s to mid 90s.
Right. Yeah, about 90. I don't know. When did you come in? About
92.
92. So, yeah.
You were part-time then.
93, 94, I think. Yeah, and that's when I...
Then you hit the Dusty Trail in 95. Was it 95 you left?
Somewhere, yeah. I moved in 95 and moved up to the Augusta area.
Yeah.
Lived up there. And
okay.
Wife went through school up there. And
now she supports you, right?
Well, that's what everybody likes to think anyway. But anyway,
I know it's not true, Jim.
It took us a while. We kept looking for opportunities to get back, but it gave her an opportunity to go to school and get to do what she's doing now. So things really did get to work out.
It did work out good for y'all, didn't it? You got to come back home. She's got a great career. So do you. Going good.
Yep.
Jim Neesmith in here with us this morning, along with Raymond Brown. Good morning, Raymond.
Good morning.
A little closer to the mic there.
Good morning.
Thank you. All right. Y'all are here to talk about what?
The Wayne County Exchange Club Shop with a Cop.
Okay.
And we come in every year to kind of talk about it. This Saturday, we have our annual event, and it is the highlight for every Exchange Club member that we have. Not everybody can make it Saturday morning to participate, but everybody that does, it's just a huge blessing. So, Jim, if you want to add a thing or two.
Yeah, I can. It's just we start at 7 o'clock in the mornings, and what we do is we have folks from different areas of our. It's called Shop with a Cop, but it's our policemen, it's our sheriff patrol, it's folks from the DNR. We're hoping to have some folks there from the EMA, just from all aspects of law enforcement, I guess you could say, and firefighters. We usually just end up getting a great number of folks to come out, and what we do is we pair those folks up with the kids that'll be there that morning, and we allow them to go around the store with that child. It's just that child and one of these officers,
right?
And they basically can go through the store. They've got a budget, and they'll get to shop for Christmas. And we're providing. This is a way that we're able to provide some of our kids in this community with Christmas who otherwise may not have that opportunity.
Yeah. Jim Neesmith, along with Raymond Brown from the Exchange Club here, talking about the Shop with a Cop. Years and years ago, when I was a member of the Exchange Club, I did that one on Saturday morning, and it's just it makes you feel real good. Those kids are going around with the local law enforcement. They're picking out gifts. But what really touches your heart sometimes is when they want to buy a gift for their sister or their brother or their mom instead of themselves.
Right, and I was going to mention that earlier. This will be my third year of doing it. I've only been in Exchange Club for, I think this is going on my fourth year. After you're in a year, they make you president, I found out. So
you don't show up to a meeting, next thing you know, you come to back next week. You're president.
I was president.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, but it was great to be able to do that service. Raymond is also one of our past presidents as well, but he and I both sit on the board now for the Exchange Club. We've got some great members, and we get a good turnout of our members that show up to this event. But like I say, touching on what you were mentioning earlier, it is very, very heartwarming to watch these kids, because we're so used to seeing kids now, and not all of them are, but it's a me generation. It's all about What can I get? And we do put a lot of materialistic.
Well, us baby boomers were the original me generation.
Right. And they can tend to be materialistic, not trying to talk bad about, the younger generation.
Right.
But you do see that from time to time. We just don't tend to see that at this event. I mean, you see these kids, and they're not going out there. They're not going out there and buying. They're not running straight to the electronics department and wanting to go buy the most expensive gift they can get for themselves. They're wanting to go buy socks for their brother, or a warm shirt or a warm jacket for their dad or somebody like that.
Right.
And so that's.
And so each one of these kids, and how many do you believe will be there Saturday morning that will be shopping with the cop?
We've got roughly 30, give or take.
Yeah. And there will be each individual one with a different law enforcement personnel?
The goal is to have a cop, quote unquote, with each kid, and then most of the time an Exchange Club member will be walking with them as well.
Okay.
And the Exchange Club member's job most of the time is to have a little calculator to keep up with, how many Star Wars men did they buy, and they get a big ham, and they just calculate the money. Because we give them, this is ballpark, but $125 to $150 or so
per child.
Per child.
And this is one of the fun, when y'all do fundraisers during the year for the Exchange Club, this is some of the items that, some of the things that y'all support. Because
this is the vast majority of our budget.
Right, and we do get some, have some donations that come in that do go toward this. So it does help out, and it does help us set our budget for this event. But this is when we have our golf tournament, which is our major fundraiser that we have in the spring. This is one of the events we're thinking about down the road when we're trying to raise money for that.
And this shop with the cop with the Exchange Club for these kids is going to be when?
It'll be this coming Saturday. It will start at 7 a.m. We want just to urge the parents to get their kids there, the ones that know to be there. We just want to urge them to be there.
And it's Walmart. That's where
it is at Walmart. Yes, we just urge them to be there. Walmart has always been really great about supplying a breakfast for the kids to have before they get started. We usually kind of get everybody together, and we get our game plan together, and then everybody gets to go shopping, and it's a lot of fun.
Bob and I talk about sometimes, we've actually talked over with judges that, they ought to be, a person commits a crime, but they ought to be another year at it for just being dumb, okay? With the year, what were you thinking? That with the year that I was there with the Exchange Club was shot with a cop, somebody actually shoplifted that morning. A pretty good amount item.
I think I've heard
Here it
that
is,
story.
you got cops all over the place. You got cop cars all out in the parking lot. This person had blinders on, apparently. He didn't get far.
If I remember, I think Luther tackled him in the parking lot.
I think so.
If I remember right.
It's like, what were you thinking? But the shop with the cop is a great thing that the Exchange Club does. If people could just be there early and watch the expression on these kids' faces as they go around and pick out these items for themselves and their family, it's just heart touching.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the things that we talk the most about amongst our club members, and it's like you said, it is a very memorable event for all of us.
Okay, and who selects those approximately 30 children to shop with y'all?
Each of the schools, we have the counselors at each school give us the listing of the kids, and we really encourage and reach out to each one of the schools, because we have had instances where we didn't have a representative from that particular school, and so, like I said, we get so excited about this, we're reaching out to them and really encouraging as best we can for them to give us those kids and those numbers. And then there's been times where we get there and some kids didn't show up, but then there was brothers and sisters of others that were not originally on the list, and so we just said the more the merrier. We brought them in and that kind of thing too. And last night I was sitting there watching Rudolph, and I was thinking memories, and so this is very memorable for us, as we've all just talked about, but also these kids, I just got to thinking about the memories they'll have from this event the rest of their life, probably. A Christmas that they may not have had, or it may have been very small. This will be maybe their first bicycle. That's probably the most popular item. They run straight to the bicycle aisle and get them a bike and a helmet. We make them get a helmet. So that's just the memories that they'll have too. Is just that's another big aspect of it.
What are the ages on this? You start at a certain age and end at a certain age, or what?
Every kid is in elementary school.
Elementary
to my
school.
knowledge.
All right, all of them in elementary school.
Remember. And then you won't see any pictures of their faces. We keep it discreet, so we don't want any embarrassment of that kind of thing for the kids. So we take pictures, but we make sure not to get any faces of any of the kids.
Okay. Bob, you got any questions or comments for Jim or Raymond?
I just know it's a great program. Like I said, and participated several years ago. Just to, like I said, it just touches you because, like I said, you would think they would be about what they want, but it's not. They're always thinking about somebody else in their family. So that's what gets you, because I've seen the cops say, "You sure you don't want to get this?" No, I don't want to get anything for me. I want to get it for so and so. So, you think you're doing it for the kid, but the kid wants to spend the money on other people in the family. So that's what really gets you.
That's right. And just so folks know, it's, that the family members are not there with these kids when they're doing this shopping. It's just
the
kid and the officer. And so, they're making that decision all on their own to do that. But again, that is going to be Saturday morning, 7 o'clock. So, we'll be meeting as an exchange club today at 12 o'clock at the Western Sizzlin'. You being a former member, and Bob, if you've never been, we'd like to invite y'all to come. Mayor David Earl Keith will be our guest speaker today. So anyway, if you think you can make it, I'm going to throw that out there on the air.
Bob had a great interview with him this morning about last night's town hall.
I heard they had a great event last night. A little cool, though, man.
Yeah, a little chilly out there.
Hot chocolate and coffee, though. That was pretty good.
Good. Somebody text in. You can always text in a question or comment when we're live on the air here or any other time at 912-427-3711. That's our regular business line here, but you can text it because we cannot answer the phone when we're live on the air. It says, will you please, somebody text us in, guys, okay? Will you please ask Jim to sing? We don't want to hear Raymond.
Actually,
pretty smart person.
Actually, that brings me to something here. I need to defend myself.
Jim needs.
Because my pastor, Mr. Van Dempsey, was in here not too long ago, and I understand that y'all decided to go ahead and fill him in on my history of Michael Jackson, and I kind of got called out, before I could get out the church doors. By a couple of.
Who called you out? The pastor called you out?
I won't say who, but I'll just say it. The word got around. And anyway, I just wanted to defend myself.
What do you mean defend? That was a compliment, Jim.
I was telling you how you got your start.
That is a retired act.
You're retired.
You got to cut your teeth somewhere.
But no one did it better.
Well,
I mean, I was complimentary. I was.
I'm just giving you a hard time, but I reminded myself of that.
I didn't know the pastor knew your history. I just wanted to make sure he knew the full history.
He knows it now. Let's say that. So, there are no secrets.
Well, how long ago was that? We're dating ourselves now.
That would have been like before I moved. That was when I was still probably working out here. I don't know.
I think someone still has the video somewhere too.
I can tell you the last time it was one of the last times it was done. Somebody made me do it in front of my entire family and all my friends the night before Heather and I got married.
That's what it was.
And that was totally just I was put on the spot.
Yeah, you just had to do it.
Well, I can't let a crowd down. So
you still nailed it though.
Well, anyway, now that we got that out of the way.
Like I said,
It's just like Herman could do a great James Brown. We got guys here and down that can imitate really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we got Jim D. Smith in here this morning along with Raymond Brown from the Exchange Club talking about their Shop with the Cop event for about 30 elementary school kids this Saturday. It's a great event. I mean, it's super. It starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. You want to get it started before the big crowd gets there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. And anything else?
We just like to encourage anyone that would like to learn more about the Exchange Club. We're meeting at Sybil's today. Not Sybil's, I'm sorry. Western Sizzlin'.
Used to be.
Yes, used to be there.
Western Sizzlin'. Where do you meet when you go in? To the right? Mm-hmm. Or all the way back to the left?
It's one of the two meeting rooms.
Okay, to the right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's at noon on Wednesdays. And it's a really cheap organization, to be honest with you, as far as membership goes.
In terms of cost?
In cost. Yeah. It's basically $8 a meeting. And that's not even quite what it costs to to feed us. So and one of the things that folks say a lot is they don't want to join because I can't be there every Wednesday. So I don't want to join if I can't be there every Wednesday. But I think if you join and you make 2 a month, then that's 2 more than you would have made otherwise.
That's 2 more than Raymond makes.
And he's on the board.
Oh, man. I can pay him back.
Oh, yeah. All right. We've got more guests out there in the green room here and for the world-famous Butch and Bob show. But we wish y'all much success with this Saturday morning. Just a great event that the Exchange Club does every single year.
Right. Well, we appreciate you guys having us.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Y'all have a wonderful day. All right. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob show in a minute.
Where can you go to see the wonder upon the face of a child? Adults, reminded of hope and God's love for the world. The Living Nativity, presented by Omaha Baptist Church, Thursday and Friday, November the 29th and 30th, from 6 to 8 p.m., across from the Dairy Queen in Jesup. The Living Nativity takes you back in time to Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, the Savior of the world. When you come, you will discover Roman guards on horseback, women, men, and children working in the marketplace, townspeople coming to pay their taxes, animals for children to pet, and most important, Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus lying in a manger. This free event is for the whole family to enjoy. So come to the Living Nativity Thursday and Friday, November the 29th and 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. across from the Dairy Queen in Jesup.
All right, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Justice. Somebody just texted in. Great job to the Exchange Club. Somebody just very impressed and proud of the fact of what the Exchange Club does for the kids with the Shop with the Cop. Well, Bob, got more guests in here this morning.
Yeah, we got DDA Molly O'Hara in here. I guess we're talking.
We are going to talk about Christmas Parade, but we're also going to talk about DDA's events as well. I've got Alan Voske here with me from Georgia Power.
Morning, Mr. Allen.
Morning, Alan.
Before we begin, can I ask him a question?
Sure.
I had the interview with the mayor. He talked about the charger that Georgia Power puts that on their map.
Where people can charge their electric cars. Yeah.
Where's that?
We got that somewhere? Where's it at?
There is an app. There is an app that you can put on your phone.
The mayor talked about it being downtown, but I'm not sure where he talked about where it's
That's
at.
actually a DDA project. That was part of our master plan. That was one of the recommendations that UGA made from Carl Vinson. And the idea is that people will come and as they're passing through, they will stop and charge their electric vehicles and then maybe, spend some time in our downtown. So, we had those installed a few months ago. They are actually Tesla charging stations, and
just for Tesla?
They are just Tesla.
Not for Volt or Leaf or anything like that?
They are just Tesla right now. We may get, in 2019, we may get some universal charges. We actually got a grant from Tesla for that.
Oh, okay.
And, and so we were hoping they would be universal, but these are actually just Tesla stations. But we may install some universal ones in 2019 when the budget year starts over. Maybe we can.
Well, I know you can go do your Volts out there at the Neesmith Chevy.
Some people
In the hospital also.
In the hospital, okay.
Mm-hmm. Some people that have electric cars, though, they have the adapters where they can use the Tesla stations as well.
Right.
So if they have that, then they can stop. But I've actually had somebody from Atlanta, I think, that was passing through. He travels this way a lot on 341, and he came in my office about 2 weeks ago and said, I just want to come and thank you for putting this in here. There was really a need in this area because it's, people that aren't on 95 that travel the back roads. There was a need for them to have somewhere to charge. So we are having some people get some use out of it, and we think it's a great addition to downtown.
Where is it now?
They are at the old Cafe Euro parking lot, that city parking lot right next to the railroad tracks,
So it's that
across the
parking lot
street from the
that's-
Chamber Lawn.
Okay.
Yes, intersection of Broad Street and Cherry Street, that
Right.
parking lot there next to the railroad
I'm just
tracks.
curious where it was at, because he
Yeah.
talked about it last night.
The app is called Plug Share.
Plug
So
Share?
you can go on there and pull that app up, and if you have an electric vehicle, then you can go on that app and find out where all the locations are and plan a trip based on.
That's part of Georgia
Availability.
Power's program there, the
That's right.
Plug Share. Just get the app, and you can see if you got an electric vehicle. I don't see too many of them, but there are some around here, there and yonder.
Their technology's getting better all the time, and as a result, they're getting further distances and able to make longer trips.
Right.
So you can plan a trip virtually from Atlanta to Jacksonville and be able to stop in a couple of places and charge up.
Okay.
How long does it take to charge a vehicle like that? I'm just curious. Like, this is like a golf cart battery. You got to charge it overnight, or how?
It depends on
a couple hours, probably on average if it's real low. But it's one of those things that again the technology's improving all the time, and they're able to increase the charge capability.
I got you.
Okay.
It depends on the chargers as well, I believe, is my understanding. And according to the people I've talked with that have used ours are pretty efficient and pretty high grade chargers.
It was just something interesting the mayor brought up, and I just was curious where it's at. It's like I said, it's a nice addition to downtown because, like I said, people are traveling. Like I said, he said that's what they want to do. They want to try to get these people off the bypass, all that, get them to the downtown area because they're going to stop and do some shopping.
It's a draw for people that, if you own an electric vehicle, you tend to be folks that like to travel and do things, and the vehicle that having the app and the location here, it gives them an opportunity to come see what Jesup's all about.
All right. Well, let's move on to business on hand here with the parade.
That's right.
Go ahead, Mark.
And Georgia Power actually did provide a subsidy as well, so it was through Tesla and Georgia Power for those. But anyway, on to Christmas parade.
Question is, can they still get entry in today?
Yes.
The deadline is today at noon.
Today at noon. Okay.
$50 for members, $60 for non-members, chamber member.
Okay, this is for the Jesup of the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade this Saturday. You can get an entry until 12 noon today. So contact the Chamber at 427-2028 or go by.
That is correct. Lisa or Dina there at the Chamber will be glad to help you if you are interested in getting an entry in. Today is the deadline. So tomorrow, all those people that call and say, hey, can I? Nope, today at noon is the deadline. Alan here is on the chamber board. He is the vice chair for special events this year, so he is over the Christmas parade this year, along with the co-chairs, Donnie Ray and Sharon Corson. So I'll let him tell you a little bit about it.
Well, it's the parade, as always, is going to be at night, and it's going to be a wonderful parade. I've lived all over the United States, and I don't think I've seen a more down-home, just a naturally nice event is the nighttime parade that Jesup has.
It is pretty.
So our gold sponsors are Rayonier Advanced Materials and Wayne County Industrial Development Authority. We'd like to thank them for stepping up. We have stage sponsors. Jones Medical has the Main Street sponsorship, and the First Street sponsorship is Neesmith Chevrolet of Jesup. So we'd like to thank them for.
And who is the presenting sponsor? Kitchen Tune-Up.
Kitchen Tune-Up. That's right.
Yes. Kitchen Tune-Up of Jesup.
We know somebody there, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Good folks there. Silver sponsors are Hospice of South Georgia and Marshall and Credit Union. And the parade route, as always, is going to be starts at the corner of Broad and Cherry Streets and ends at Tai Street.
You had to go down Cherry, take a left there on South First Street, all the way down to Tai.
That's right. They extended that route a few years ago, all the way down to Tai. So, and the attendance has increased over the past couple of years. You do have a good bit of people now that will line up on down First Street. So there are plenty of space for that. The awards this year will be the same as the past 2 years. The Mrs. Claus Award will be for the best use of theme. The Rudolph Award will be for the best use of lights. The Elf Award for the most creative or original. The Frosty Award for most entertaining. And the big award is the Santa Award for the best overall. And that year, or this year, that prize will be $1,000 cash for the overall winner.
Which is last year was $500. So we've had a lot of great increase in sponsors. We've had considerable number of additional entries. So it's going to be a big deal.
It's going to be a big parade. Thousands of folks always show up in line along Cherry Street there and South First Street. Get there early, get you a good spot.
That's right. That's right. The handicap parking will be available at Goody's parking lot. Bathrooms, there will be porta potties located at Goody's parking lot, the old Bank of America Jesup Insurance parking lot, and the old Cafe Euro parking lot on Broad Street. So there will be plenty of bathrooms there for everybody to use.
And we're going to be broadcasting the parade live here on 105.5 FM with the MCs at the stage on West Cherry Street. We're also going to have our social media director there, and he'll have a camera set up, and we'll be streaming it live.
That's right.
Right here. All you got to do is go to bigdogcountry.com, and you'll click on the parade where it says parade, and you'll be actually to watch and hear the parade on our website at bigdogcountry.com if you cannot make it, because, some people just can't do it.
That's right. And the parade will also air the following week on WTOC.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think
be there.
That's the 9th. Is that right?
Yeah, filming it, and it'll be on the 9th at 5 p.m. on WTOC.
That's right.
5 p.m. on the 9th.
And the
TOC.
theme this year, we forgot to mention, the theme this year is Christmas lights and winter nights. So we're hoping that everybody that comes and enters will put lots of lights and all that on their floats and really go with the theme this year.
And somebody wants to know, will they band play, the Wayne County High School band play, if it's rain? I don't know. We got a pretty good chance of rain during the day, but it decreases that night to 30.
Right.
So hopefully it'll get it over with by the time the parade begins at 7 p.m. Saturday night.
That's what we're hoping.
All right.
It's for the kids. You can see Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus at Cafe Euro starting at 5 o'clock the same day of the parade.
From 5 to 6:30.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade this Saturday, beginning at 7 p.m. at downtown Jesup, and then down South First Street. You can get entries into the parade until 12 noon today. So contact the Chamber of Commerce if you're a last-minute person.
And if I can, I'm going to plug a couple of DDA events as well.
Sure.
We will have our annual tree lighting ceremony this Thursday. So tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock on the old chamber lawn, we will have the tree lighting. We will do the lighting of the tree, and we'll have some entertainment. Jeff Chandler will be performing along with Megan Jones and Reggie Spires. They'll be singing some festive Christmas music, so we want to encourage everybody to come out and help us light the tree. This year, Joe Hightower and his son, Bo, will be lighting the tree in honor of Pam Hightower, who was one of our DDA board members that recently passed away.
Okay.
So they will be lighting the tree. And then we have several dates for Santa at Cafe Euro as well. They will be there after the tree lighting. Santa will be there after the tree lighting from 7 to 9 Thursday. He'll also be there Friday from 6 to 8. Next Friday from 6 to 8. And we'll have breakfast with Santa at Cafe Euro on December the 8th from 8 to 10. And then his last visit will be on the 14th. So we have several dates. All those dates are available on our DDA Facebook page, and they can go check it out, see when Santa's going to be there.
Okay. We wish y'all much success with the parade. Hopefully the rain will move on out, and we have a great parade Saturday night in downtown Jesup. Begins at 7 p.m. this Saturday.
That's right.
Well, Molly, Alan, y'all have a most wonderful day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. World famous Butch and Bob Show. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford and Black Shear, by Jesup, by the Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup on Northeast Broad Street, by the Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street, and by the Women's Health Center, also located in downtown Jesup on Cherry Street at Broad Street.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.